Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Danny here from the HoogleyBoogley Network. So recently I made a tutorial on how to make a website, but I decided to change the series to a flat website tutorial. So the site we will be making is the one that you see on screen right now. So let's get this video started. So first we're going to start off by making our folder structure. So our first folder will be our includes folder. So we'll name it includes, and there we go. Now we'll make another folder. We'll call it templates. Now let's make another one and call it CSS. Now let's make another one and call it JavaScript. So now we have our files. We can also add more files, such as images. And that's about it. So we need to make a file, and we're gonna call it index.php. And we're gonna create a new file and call it style or main.css. Now we're gonna put then the CSS file. So in our templates, we can include files such as header.php and footer.php. So now we have our two files. Now we can also include stuff in our includes file, and I'll make this files import.php. And that is about it for now. So what we're gonna do is, if we check out our page, refresh, we'll see it's blank. So now let's attach our header and our footer. So we can do that by adding a PHP, and we will put require once, and let's put our file names. So it is gonna be template / header .php. Close it off. Now copy this and paste it, and now let's change this to footer. So save. Now to check that it works, we will put header and footer, and we can save these. Now we go back to our web browser, refresh, and we see it works. So now let's delete these. So now in our header, we would normally put stuff like doc type, HTML, and head, and index.php. But since this would connect to the header, we can put it in our header. So I'm gonna put doc type, HTML. So I'm gonna open HTML, open our head, and add a meta charset UTF-8 and close it. So now I want to connect my style sheet. So what I'm gonna do is PHP require once, and let's make it in our includes to our files, import. So now in here, we can put link, rel, style sheet, href, css, slash, main dot css. So now let's close this. Now I'm gonna create more CSS. So I'm gonna add fonts.css, header.css, footer.css, and we can stop there. So now let's copy and paste this for all of our style sheets, and now let's change it. So header, footer, and fonts. So there we go. So if we save this and go to our site and refresh, we can view page source and we can see all of our stuff is linked. So that means we are going good. I'll indent these to stay organized, and that is about it. So I just want to make the source code look good. So there we go. So if there's anything else we need to do, we can include it in here. And we can also use this PHP require once element to import more files and everything else. So let's get rid of this HTML element right there, and we can put that in our footer. So now if we close it, let's go check it out. We can see it's still there. Perfect. So we will close the body, and we will open the body in our header. So if we go over and refresh our source code, we can see everything's working. So in our index, here we can add our content. So I'll make a header. And we'll add a paragraph. Can refresh, we can see it's there. And if we refresh here, it'll be there, which is great. So in our header, to prove that it works, we can also put a h1 element and put site title. And of course it shows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a div class, and it's going to be header. So there we go. And in our footer, as you'd expect, I'll make a div class footer and close it. Of course, since this is HTML5, you can use the footer element, but I'm going to stick with the div. So we'll save this, we'll create another class in here, and let's make it copyright. And that is about it. Unless if we want to include some links, so div class social links. So that's about it and all I have. And we can add stuff to the CSS. So let's add body. And let's change the font family. Let's make it sans serif. And yeah, I like that. So let's go and refresh, and we can see it works. So now let's go here and change the color. So the color, I'm gonna make it, let's try this and see how it looks. That's a bit too light. So let's try that. A little bit better. And that. So after what I found, I think it's best to stick with our 60, 60, 60. So let's go and refresh, and we can see our text is a little bit lighter. But remember, we have our fonts.css. So what we can do is in here, we'll edit our fonts. So the body will have a font family of sans serif. We won't edit the color for now. And we will make the paragraph. And what size do we think? Let's make it a size 14. And that's really about it. So for our headers, we can have our size. So let's have font size 72 pixels. And now we'll copy and paste these for each of our headers. So header 2, let's make it about 64. Header 3, 36. Header 4, 24. Header 5, 18. And header 6, we'll make it 12. So now in my index, I'm going to have a header for each. So header 1, header 2, header 3, and etc. And we will continue this in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you liked it enough to subscribe. If you just liked it, feel free to give it the like rating. If you did not like it, dislike it, it is okay, as long as you tell me why in the comments, and we will improve. So subscribe to Tech Yummy for more technology videos, and subscribe to my channel for more videos about web development. I hope to see you guys again, and till next time, goodbye.